The white zone is for immediate loading and unloading of passengers only.
Happy Monday once again, everyone. Bryan Devore, Devore Realty Group, Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices, California Properties. You may be watching this while you're off today for the 4th of July holiday, or if you're working. Hopefully this breaks up your day a little bit. But I did want to send out the Monday market moment as always. And this week we are going to be talking about or answering the question, the market is cooling and heating. Is it happening both at the same time? Seems kind of confusing, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. Let's dive into the weekly stats. Right now, we have 2,703 total homes for sale throughout San Diego County. It's 16 more than we had on the market last week. The median list price, $1,125,000, which is an increase from last week. The average days on market, 45 days, no change. Pending sales, 2262. 20 fewer homes are in escrow now than they were last week. Median list price, $825,000, no change. Average days on market, 21, also no change. Months of inventory is still going up. It's been going up for a few weeks now. We're at 1.41. So more homes on the market, fewer homes in escrow, months of inventory going up. Is the market cooling? Well, looking at these stats, you might think so. Now let's talk about, we'll talk in just a moment about the different changes week to week. Maybe that's a different story. Here's the chart that shows total actives and total pendings, as we always have. All right, now let's talk about since last week. Well, 716 homes came on the market, 20 fewer than last week. Median list price, $929,950, which is an increase of over the week before. New pendings, 463. That's an increase of 38. So even though we have fewer homes, we have more homes on the market now than we did last week, and we have fewer homes in escrow, but we had fewer homes going on the market and more homes going into escrow last week. Kind of an anomaly. So the market, on the one hand, looks like it's cooling down, but I think it's actually heating up still. Median list price, $838,920. That's the drop from last week. Average days on market, 20. It's an increase of 4 days from last week. New pendings listed within the last week, 36, and new pendings listed within the last 2 weeks, 249. So still, 8% of homes are going into escrow within a week. 54% are still going into escrow within 2 weeks. Over half the homes are selling within 2 weeks. How many homes closed escrow last week? And this is a huge change. 434 homes closed escrow last week, 90 more than the week before. Huge jump. Median list price, $854,500, which is an increase over last week's closings. Median sales price, $880,000, also an increase over last week's closings. Average days on market, 16. 2 more days over the ones that closed escrow last week, but still 16 days is insane, just a little over 2 weeks. Least expensive sale, once again in Borrego Springs, $118,000, and the most expensive sale was in Encinas, $11,900,000. So here's a chart that shows new actives, new pendings, and new closed sales. Fewer actives coming on the market, and look at the jump in the number of homes that went pending, more than we've had in several weeks. So people were rushing to get those homes under contract as we enter into summertime here, and a big jump in the number of closed sales. And here's the chart that shows the median list price and the median sales price, and our median sales price is still well above median list price. All right, the Stephen Thomas reports on housing came out last week. Here's a chart that he showed real quick. I'm just going to throw it out over the last couple of years, and it shows the Freddie Mac House Price Index. You can see where prices are now in 2023. They're up. So prices did dip last year, second half of the year, but you can see prices are actually moving up. So even though we are about 4% off of where we were this time last year, over the last few months, prices have been rising. Here's the chart that shows the total number of actives over the last few years. And you can see the blue line starting to plateau a little bit. It was creeping up. We started to see more homes coming on the market, but it's plateauing just a little bit. Still way fewer homes on the market any time in the last few years. And the demand, we can see still lower demand than we've had over the last few years. But notice how it's gone up a little bit. It was dipping down, but it's increased a little bit. versus 2022 when the demand really started falling off a cliff when interest rates went up. So are we going to cross that? Are we going to start seeing more demand than we did this time last year? I think we probably will. Here's the breakdown of price categories and what the inventory looks like for those price categories versus the percentage of current demand. And as usual, anything up to $750,000, there's way more demand than supply. Between $750,000 and $1 million, still more demand than supply. It's a break even between $1 million and $1,250,000. That's when you start seeing it about an equilibrium between the number of homes for sale and the number of homes that are going under contract. The sold report, just kind of throwing it out there so you can see what it looks like. And I'm happy to send you this full report that has all the homes, or all the cities rather, that had closings in the last couple of weeks, the total number of units, the median sales price, etc. So feel free to just send me an email and I'm happy to send that report to you. And finally, here is San Diego County versus the other counties in Southern California. We can see, other than Ventura County, which is super small, we have fewer homes for sale here in San Diego than any other county, and demand is a little bit lower than it had been. It's lower than Los Angeles. Look at LA. Of course, a lot more homes for sale as well, but we are below Riverside County in the number of in the amount of demand. But meanwhile, we still have the lowest number of days on the market, 36, well below Orange County and LA and the other areas. So homes are selling faster here in San Diego than anywhere else. That's it for this week's Monday Market Moment. Don't forget to scan that QR code to track your home's value. And it is 4th of July week. So I hope you have a wonderful holiday, whatever you're doing out there. Stay safe, enjoy, and I look forward to seeing you next Monday in the next Monday Market Moment.
You've been watching Monday Market Moment with Bryan Devore. Please subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update.